Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be what God wants you to know right now reading. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which side you are on. All of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for your daily, monthly, and yearly readings. And if you would like to connect with me one-on-one, all of that information can be found in the description of this video. Okay. I just posted on TikTok as well, so feel free to check that out. The link can be found in the description of the video as well. Look at that. Okay, so the message coming through is I'm picking up on somebody here that wanted to like collaborate, wanted to come together in some shape or form, but mainly in the physical. Okay, this is somebody that wanted to make sure that things materialized. But the thing about it is it was rooted in a very sexual manner. Okay, so they may have, utilized some sort of front. I'm getting like wolf in sheep's clothing, that kind of energy, like pretending to be, masquerading it in a way that it felt like it was work related, but in reality it was sexually driven. Okay, and so when it became a burden, because obviously if you're approaching somebody in a work-like environment, work-like pursuit, imagine if, imagine the other person thinking, oh, this is a work thing. And so somebody's guilt conscience, it all came to play. It all became a burden. It became a reality that this was somebody here was being deceptive. I don't care if you want to put a nice little bow in it and make it all, dress it up and make it all pretty. It is what it is. Somebody here was being deceptive, utilizing some sort of collaboration or a contract or like work, business, but it was driven in a sexual, physical foundation, but they were hiding it, and it became a burden, especially when the other person, you know, when it got too real, somebody here backed off. Somebody here backed off and became insecure, stressed, and they got nervous. They got very nervous. And so, reality hit, and somebody here couldn't walk the walk, okay? I see here that if it had gone through, if it had gone through successfully, through genuine wanting of a connection and wanting to build some sort of, collaboration and come together to work together and all of that, it could have been successful. It could have been emotionally fulfilling. But again, this is what happens when somebody's when there's deception involved, okay, being dishonest about the intentions and all of that, it catches up. It's karma, okay. And so overall, I see here somebody here became defensive. They were trying to blame it on the other person, but I'm just getting very like hypocritical energy, trying to spin it so that it's the somebody here is not willing to take responsibility and instead put the blame on the other. And so, and this person, they're stubborn, very stubborn. So this isn't something that you can try to convince, even if you lay it out all, you know, organized and logical, and they'll still be like, you know, sticking to their guns in a sense. And it's like I'm getting very like thick skull energy, where it's like it they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like not only that is they can't hear it. That's the thing. Okay, they're stuck in some sort of mental deception, even to themselves, not just to others, but to themselves as well. And so this is something that like they need to end. They need to end this repetitive cycle of one, playing victim, and two, just switching it. It's like everything that this person accuses that the other person does, they are doing themselves, but they are refusing to see that. It's a repetitive, never-ending cycle. Until somebody recognizes that that's what they're doing and they're going to take responsibility. But until then, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if, you know, it doesn't matter. The person that is doing this, they need to realize and be conscious of it, and actually put in the effort to make a change for themselves, okay? Hello, Raj. All right. Anything else? Yeah, it's so the person that this energy was connecting with, they were like genuine, very grounded, genuine, you know, does what they say, says what they mean. They know how to follow through with what they do, and they're very open-minded, willing to, they have like this entrepreneur kind of spirit, and so they're not afraid to go forward with things. But the person that they were dealing with was the opposite of that. They're very hesitant, insecure, scared, and and so and it didn't help that they were surrounding themselves with voices, you know, opinions, and people who doesn't want what's best for them. They allowed their whispers and thoughts to penetrate within the connection, for them to be uncertain about what is going to happen, with the outcome of this. And so, you know, this person definitely needs some sort of healing at this time. And I don't really see it as like an overnight change. This person definitely needs some sort of consistency, repetition, and you know, it needs to become second nature to them. And sometimes it takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of time to get to that point to ultimately heal. But the main thing here is this. Okay, let's say somebody has an addiction. Obviously, I'm using, you know, in this person's case, it's their perception and the way they do things. But let's replace that perception and the way they do things with addiction. They're addicted to doing those things over and over again. So what do we do? Okay, because I'm all about actionable steps on how to better your life, you know, steps that you can actually use and apply to your own life to make yourself and your circumstances better. And so, what you can do, okay, and for those of you, okay, it's fine. But for, so, what, so let's use somebody with an addiction as an example so that it's easier to remember and what have you, or make it make sense for you. Okay, so let's say this person is addicted to really. No, let's do something else. Oh, Okay, okay. Apparently, God wants me to use this example. Okay, sure. Okay, it doesn't matter, but I think this is going to also be beneficial. But okay, so let's say that a person is addicted to what rhymes with corn. Okay, we'll call it corn. Okay, so let's say this person is addicted to corn, and 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 it's like, what do you do? And they want to resolve this. They want to come out of this addiction of corn. And so, what do you do? What are some actionable steps that you can take? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody, have their hands up? Okay. One, we can start off by eliminating, people, places, or things that contributes towards that. Okay, so whether that is visuals or people who egg them on, and it's just like, oh, everybody does it, everybody corns or whatever. Okay, it's like you got to limit those negative or lower vibration or things that contributes towards the addiction. Okay, and so you can feel free to replace addiction with perception, mindset, just anything that you feel like you want to improve on or it has been negatively impacting your life. Okay, and so what you can do is first set your boundaries. Okay, what are you surrounding yourself with? Okay, hello Caramel, hello Lourdes, welcome back. Okay, so first, be mindful of your surroundings. Oh, well, I mean, acknowledge first. Acknowledge that something needs to change. Okay, I think that's a core of what needs to be met first. Acknowledging that something needs to change here, and that something is a problem. Is a problem. Okay, and so yeah, those two steps. Try to work on that first. Okay, and then whatever else you can add, you can do that. But the main thing here is, limiting. Some people do it cold turkey, some people can't, but it's all mindset. You can do whatever you put your mind to, your hands on, what have you. But different people are in different part of their journeys, and different levels of strengths and all of that, and so you'll know what you can take and what you can't take. It's kind of like that example, when you're at the gym or something, and let's say you're doing a class workout. What does the instructor say? They usually say, do what you can, like, don't, obviously, if you're, you know if you can't function, let's say you've been injured or what have you, you're not going to be able to keep up and do the same exercises and all of that. And the instructor knows that, acknowledges that. And so you don't have to push yourself so hard to the point where you're injured even more, okay? But know your limit, but at the same time, still challenge yourself and at least try, okay? All right, anything else? Yeah, I'm getting somebody here who feels like defeated, okay? Because they no longer have access. Like somebody here is, I see it, somebody here has just, if there's any offers, like somebody messed up their chance, okay? If so, it's like, even if somebody here comes in and offers something, they don't want it. They're done. Why is that? Well, they're ultimately looking for somebody that can be reciprocal and who is going to be compatible with them, is like them, is not there. There is no like huge like difference. They want somebody who is like similar to them, a match to them. And so they just kind of like the reality set in, okay? They realize that they should not give chances or waste their time to those who are not vibrating in a similar frequency as them. And so, what I mean by that is, if if you tend to be a happy individual, then you would be the happiest with somebody who is also a happy individual. You know what I mean? Imagine if you're a happy person, but but the person that wants to be with you is mopey, like skeptical and like, you know, low and gloomy and not trusting. Like it's going to it's going to drag the positive, happy person down, okay? And the happy person, if anything, they'll naturally try their best to uplift the other person, but it's like wasted effort. Because what happiness comes from within, okay? You can't force somebody to be confident and happy and positive and optimistic. No, they got to do it for themselves. And so, I see the effort that was put in because the person who is more like optimistic, high vibe, and all of that, they wanted to give somebody here a chance. They wanted to, lend a hand and help, lift them up out of their circumstances or out of their mindset and try to brighten up their day. However, what do we know? It needs to come from within. The person that they were trying to help, they need to stand up. They need to be able to, lift themselves up and not rely on other people to do that on their behalf. And so, it I know some people that's listening in and who may be in the situation, the person, it may be hard for you to hear that. I understand. Okay. Hello, Frederick. Welcome back. Very kind. Okay. It may be hard for them to hear that, but that's the ego death that needs to be experienced, because no more living in a lie. Don't live in a lie, because you're only playing yourself when you do that. Okay? Okay. Let's clear the energies. There's an upside to full moon energy. There is, because the truth becomes illuminated. You can't hide from it. You can't hide from it. The truth will always come out. If somebody pretended to be somebody they were not, whether that is confident and like, spiritual or what have you, somebody they weren't. Okay, if there was somebody here was pretending, okay, that moon, God is going to shine that light and illuminate the truth and just be like, who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? Okay. So just whatever happens, okay, welcome back, Deal for Real. Remember, whatever happens, just know that it's for your benefit. Okay. Whichever side you are on, if you're more high vibe and somebody was trying to drag you down, then good for you. You're free. You can go on, okay? And then and also how it also benefits those who are low vibrational and who is trying to be pretending to be somebody they're not. It also, the truth shining also helps them too, to help them grow and to let them know that you don't have to be this way. You don't. So, the truth is supposed to set you free. Sometimes it may changing and realizing, I'm getting like somebody's hand in a cookie jar kind of thing. When somebody feels caught, what happens there? It's like all the baggage kind of, it's just all laid out and we all get to see what's going on. And so, people's insecurities, their motivations, intentions, all of that just comes full circle and is shown. The truth is shown, okay? So when it happens like that, that means we get to see what needs to be worked on, what needs to be healed, and if this is a repetitive behavior that has been also seen and displayed in other relationships and connections, this is something that needs to be worked on. If somebody here is wondering, how come I don't have love in my life? How come I'm not, unable to give and receive love and all of that? See what is happening, okay? See what is happening. See the repetitive, negative, low vibrational behaviors that is consistently common, a common theme every time, okay? So deal for real. Okay, so this is part of it, just the fact that you're in here, coming on here, it's something, just that repetition and hearing it's a great reminder. So that's one way. If you feel like, if you want this to be more of like a therapy session, one-on-one, okay, a spiritual therapy session, you're more than welcome to book, readings with me on a consistent basis, okay, on a weekly basis, what have you. All of that information can be found in the description of this video. I'm just, timing wise, I'm just gonna go with what God says is best, okay? So just believe in the timing, trust the timing, and if you feel like you want to invest in yourself by doing this, you're more than welcome to. It is available at this time. I can't guarantee it being available in the future. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is forever. And so, but yeah. Okay. This full moon, huh? This full moon is definitely bringing out people's insecurities. We're shining light. We're shining light. Look at that. See? The moon. The moon. Okay. What the? Huh. Okay. Alright, should we do a final message? Okay, well, we're doing piles. 3 piles. Okay, alright. So that's three separate messages. Okay, if you feel, if you're in here and you're just like, oh no, I'm gonna choose 2, or I'm gonna choose 3, what have you. Okay, doesn't matter. There may be a message in there for you, but I'm just going to do 3. You know, go towards whatever you feel drawn to. You can even like, you know, you'll know. Trust your intuition, okay? Go with what you feel led to, okay? So we'll do 3. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, what's the overall energy? I mean, I'm getting here somebody that is, I don't want to say stubborn, but yeah, there's something about them that is very fixed. So somebody, there must be some strong fixed energy. Okay, so Aquarius, Leo. Who are the other fixed? Hold on, let me go in order. Taurus, okay. Oh, Scorpio, okay. So there may be some strong fixed signs in here. Oh my God, listen, we're chatty here. We're chatty today, huh? Okay, so yeah, strong Aquarius energy coming through. So you or the person you're dealing with may have that under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But I'm getting just a very fixed energy. Somebody here is just like, they have a tendency, you know, if they have some sort of opinion, they're the type to just stick with it. But regardless, okay, let's go ahead and split this up into 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's good for now, and then we'll expand as we get moving. But so pile 1. So pile 1 has a very, this message has a very lustful energy, okay? Lustful, obsessive, like, I'm also getting relentless, okay? So it's almost like somebody here, it's very difficult for them to move on. Like, they have a tendency to be obsessive over something here. And, you know, it seems to me like they're obsessing over somebody who's very, like, grounded, patient, and just has a firm foundation. Like, you can't really easily sway this energy, and that's what makes them that much more attractive. Okay, so why do we need to know this? Somebody here is very sad. Why are they sad? Because they have a lot of like limbo energy. They just kind of feel like they've been rejected, that, you know, somebody here is wondering and questioning whether or not they made the right decision. There's a lot of limbo energy here. And the thing about this energy that I'm picking up, strong water and earth energy coming through, specifically Virgo, but yeah, I'm getting also Taurus, but yeah, water energy as well. And so, but regardless of the signs, the energy that I'm picking up is somebody here was just so, they wanted to make this work because they were so, I'm getting in love, okay? So somebody here was crushing very hard towards this person who comes off as very independent, okay? They may be very good with money, or is, they come off as kind of professional is what I'm seeing here. But this is what, like, everything this person did, okay, whether that is being grounded, their logic, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves, everything was appealing. Everything was was attractive to this other person. And they did really see, you know, could this be a spiritual partnership? But I see it, there's definitely some sort of third party energies involved that really clouded this connection. It didn't come to reality because somebody here was had third parties, you know, egging them on, like encouraging them to not make the greatest decisions in their life. And so somebody here is back to ground zero. They're back to ground zero. And the person that they were dealing with, they don't want him. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Like it's amazing how like God just the energies okay, anyways. It's amazing. So so somebody here is just, you know, they had enough. They're just like they saw that it wasn't the foundation of the connection wasn't stable. It was almost, it was very wishy-washy as what I'm seeing here. There was no concrete follow through. Somebody just it was a fantasy. It was a fantasy at the end of the day, okay? And so somebody here is just like, oh, no, bye. Okay, all right, so pile two. Look at that. All right, so I'm getting here for this pile, there's definitely, like, I'm getting third party energies, a lot of energies coming in. And the thing about them is not happy. It's not happy energies. It's just like aggressive energy, competitive energy, not wanting the other person to do better. Like it's not good energy. This is very low vibrational, and so and it's more than one. And so this is what happens. Okay, feel free to check out the last reading I did, but it was talking about, you know, sometimes more is not merrier. Okay, it depends on who you surround yourself with, your environment. Okay, if you're surrounding yourself with high vibe people who doesn't get jealous, who's confident, knows their worth, is very patient and kind to others, wonderful. That's beautiful energy to surround yourself with. But imagine if you're surrounded by people who are insecure, who is just just doing whatever they can to survive, has a tendency to be jealous and competitive, even with people they love. And you can tell, like, when they play games or you play sports with them or something like that, and if they lose, instead of congratulating and being a good sport, they'll just be like, well, you suck, or like they'll be mean about it, or they won't be congratulating them. And it's, you can tell, it's energy. You can tell when somebody is behaving like that. Anyway, so this pile is talking about how, like, surrounding your energy with these kinds of people is not going to be beneficial, especially to your mental health. And imagine if you're trying to heal, trying to be a better person, but you're still holding on to these kinds of energies. It's like every time you try to start something new, try to better yourself, take a leap of faith, be courageous, to try something different. Okay, the people that, this negative, low vibrational people, if you surround yourself with those kinds of people, it's like it's having like rocks or boulders being chained. Like you can't jump, you can't you can't fully live authentically if you're trying to always get their blessing or their outlook and all of that. It's, you know, so just be mindful of who you choose to keep in your life. And the people that are resonating with this, I see here, you know, this isn't, I don't really see this energy just being like, bye, like, you know, you're low vibe, so I'm gonna kind of like go. Like they're not. They're something is like possessiveness. Even that, even negative low vibrational energy, somebody here is possessive, territorial, and they're willing to keep that and put themselves through that because they consider that as like some sort of like clout or flex or like, you know. So again, somebody here is mistaken. It's not more the merrier. Okay, it's not. It's quality over quantity. Somebody here is their perception, okay, you know, whether that is through conditioning or through their own special logic, it's not benefiting, okay, it's not benefiting for you for your highest good, okay. It's only to satisfy the ego aspect of it, and so that needs to be wrapped up, that needs to just be completed, okay. All right, so pile 3. By the way, if you're listening to all 3, and it is possible for you to resonate with every pile. It is possible because you have to trust, like if you're in here listening in, it is no coincidence. And so you'll know right away whether or not the message is for you or if it's for somebody else. You'll know. Okay. So for pile 3, I'm getting here somebody needs healing. Okay, they need healing. They've burned themselves out. See, the thing, when I do these readings, I feel it. Okay, because I mean, if you want to throw a label on it, I guess you can say I'm an empath. But you know, I try. I don't really like labels like that. Like, you know, like like when people, because you can be so confined. It's just like, you know, what if I'm a little bit of this and a little bit of that? And anyways, so when I do these readings, I feel the energy. So when you see me like, uh, like feeling all like drained and stuff, okay, it's because this is the energy that I'm connecting with. This is what they're going through, and I do try my best to just create some sort of healthy boundaries. But you know, it is what it is. Like I feel, okay. And sometimes I see, I hear, what have you. Like it just depends on how I am receiving the messages. But um, you'll see. But for this one, yeah, somebody here is healing at this time. They've been in this like back and forth energy, and they're mentally exhausted. Okay, and it's come to the point where their mental exhaustion is, you can see it in their physical well-being as well. It's just like, it's been tough, and so they realize that they need to really lead with love. There's something about like past traumas and past hurts or insecurities keep being in the way of new opportunities, new connections, new love. And so, somebody here is realizing this. It's them. It's them. Okay? Because they were connecting with somebody that genuinely cared, genuinely loved, was open, was willing to compromise in a sense and all of that. But somebody here at the end of the day didn't make up their mind. They didn't go through with what was discussed, what was said. And also somebody here jumped into conclusions. This person, it seems to me like they were dealing with somebody who's like very like attractive. And so and the person that was thinking this, they're dealing with somebody who's very attractive, what have you. But the thing about it is their perception, their mindset, their, whatever they tell themselves, they have this unhealthy correlation with, if somebody is attractive, oh, they must have options. Oh, if they have options, then they're going to be greedy. Like there is this unhealthy mindset, okay? Like they feel like, oh, if they're attractive, they're gonna play them. And obviously this is coming from somebody who has unhealthy association. Perhaps they've been hurt in the past. Perhaps this used to be them. Perhaps they used to be, very attractive, and they used to cheat on other people and cheat others out of whatever, you know. And so again, it's projection. Somebody here hadn't healed from this kind of mentality and mindset. And so they were, at the end of the day, projecting their insecurities onto others, even though it may not have been true. The other person just could have been attractive, and they had standards for themselves and all of that. But again, so there's this incompatibility. And so when the other person realized that, oh my gosh, they're being projected on, they're just like, okay, no more, no more. They created some level of healthy boundaries and standards for themselves and others, and upheld that. Okay. Yeah, they were just kind of done with some sort of like manipulative tactic, some psychological tactic, hypocritical ways of thinking, and at this point they're just like, they're done. They've done and said, they try to put their best foot forward here, but if the other person, if the person that is being deceptive and has this mentality of keep doing this, okay, if they themselves is not changing, okay, because I keep getting this very stubborn energy, not wanting to change, not wanting to move. Remember, it needs to come from within. All you can do is be an inspiration and vocalize, but to the point, but there comes a point where it's just like, you've said enough, and it's being fallen on deaf ears. And so, it's inner work that needs to be done here. And I will say to this, because, I do have empathy. Okay, I do have empathy, and I see here the person that is doing this, repeating cycles, jeopardizing connections by repeating these deceptive behaviors over and over again, to the point where they're not able to invite blessings and opportunities and connections into their life. I see that they're suffering. They are. They're sick and tired of sabotaging, connections that could have ended up great, due to their stubbornness, unwillingness to change, improve, You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you talk saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If it doesn't reflect in your actions, no point. No point. Okay? Anything else? Just please be mindful of who you listen to, who you surround yourself with. You know, not everybody has their best interests for you. Okay? They don't. That's the reality. So you really need to know who really wants you to be better and who doesn't. Okay? Hello, Melissa. I've been expecting you, actually. I've been hearing the name Melissa like earlier today, and I was just like, okay, is somebody named Melissa gonna come on here later today? And I'm like, there you go. There you go. Yesterday it happened with, well, Christian. It happened with Christian, but doesn't matter. Anyways, so anything else? Bottom of the deck. Look at that. You know, I know I threw out a lot at you guys, okay? A lot of information came through. Hello. So, you know, let's end it here. Okay? Aw, that's good, Melissa. So if you're just joining on here, don't worry, this video is going to be, you know, on here, uploaded. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, feel free to replay this video. I posted up another video tonight. And I posted on TikTok as well. And as you know, all of my readings are timeless. So know that you found it at the perfect time. And it is no coincidence that you're here or being pulled to watch another reading, okay? And so I know, parting is such sweet sorrow. I know. So, but remember, I'm here with you guys spiritually. I may not be there with you physically, okay? And that's one of the things. I hope that like my videos, like even when I'm not here, like this YouTube, like live and all of that, that you can at least watch my other content and be reminded, okay? Aww. I'm not just praying for you. God is, you know, God, okay? Hello, Galaxy. Welcome back. Yeah. Okay. So, anything else? That is it. Okay. Oh, so rest. Okay. Some of you guys, I said a lot of messages, and you know they were just coming out, and so if you need to hear this back again, feel free to do so. It's available for you. So that's what I have for you. If you need any additional information, okay, all of that information can be found in the description of this video, okay? All right. You can do it. You can do it. Just accountability, okay? Don't just accountability and be mindful of who you surround yourself with, because they may not have your best interests, okay? All right. Oh, wow. All right, Melissa and everybody in here, okay? You guys take care, okay? Take care. Take it easy. Rest up. And I'll talk to you later, okay? All right. Okay, bye.